Since there's no reporting services when you use Visual Studio Online and Timesheet in Azure, there are no out-of-the-box reports. However, using Excel and PowerPivot, you can easily create your own reports. The same technique can be used against an on-premises timesheet database. To do this, simply connect to your team, connect to a project, and select a work item query. I've created a query called All Work Items to bring back all the work items in my particular team project. Next, we'll create a data source that'll connect to the Azure SQL database that's holding the timesheet data. To do this, I'm going to go to the PowerPivot tab and select Manage. We'll hit Get External Data, then From Other Data Sources, and select Microsoft SQL Azure. You could also create a connection string to an on-premises timesheet database. To get your SQL server name, log on to Azure and connect to your database. You'll see the server information in the box at the bottom. Once you've entered in your credentials and connected to your database, we'll choose Select a List of Tables and Views, and we'll select the Work Item Hours view and hit Finish. You'll probably want to pivot by some sort of date range, so I'm going to add a few calculated columns. The calculated columns, as well as their column headings, can be seen in the following list of formulas. If you're using these formulas, change the day of year field to a decimal number rather than a date. Let's close the PowerPivot designer and go back to our table. To add my work item information into PowerPivot, select PowerPivot and hit Add to Data Model. So in the bottom right, we'll select the Diagram button to open up the diagram. We'll drag the Work Items ID column over the Work Item ID column on the Work Item Hours view. That'll create the relationship for us. We'll now go home and select a pivot chart. I'll drag username into the filter so we can filter by username. And then we'll drag week starting into the axis, hours into the values, and the timesheet status into the legend. We can now see the total amount of hours saved or submitted per week per user. If you wanted to see total amount of work done for a particular iteration path filtered by week, you could do that easily by putting the week starting into the filters and putting the iteration path into the axis category.